All right, guys, we checked out all the units. We have all the information we can possibly have. Everything is as is, where is. But we're gonna dive right into bidding, and we're about to try to buy some games. All right, guys, we're right in the middle of selling some of our stuff, and it's kind of weird because I didn't think it would affect me at all. But like, I'm a little nervous every time people are bidding on it. And obviously, we never bid on our own stuff, but it's kind of exciting seeing where it ends. We knew none of it was gonna sell for a lot, but seeing some of these boxes go for like 40 bucks, 60 bucks, when we just had no interest in trying to do anything with them, is exciting for us. And we know we're making some space and getting a little bit of money for it. So we'll see at the end of the auction exactly where we end up, how many few $100s we've made, but it's pretty exciting. So we are just done selling all the stress testers, all of the parts boards, and what's really cool is we made a little bit of money on the stress testers. Not really if you consider how much it cost for us to store them for how long we had them, but some of those were selling for $35, $45, and we had 15 in all of them. So hopefully we're about to start buying some arcade games. This is the longest I've ever gone without bidding, so I'm getting a little antsy.
It does, I know it's 25.
So that's 550 bucks. 103, fire 103.
Yeah.
Space Invaders.
2 and 350. I'm at $300 bill.
Yep.
Yeah. 2 now 50.
Yep.
I'm at 250 now 3. I'm at 2 now
Yep.
50 now 4. I'm at 350. Doesn't make it down here. I'm at 3, 4 now 50. I'm at 400. I'm at 400. Doesn't make it down here. You want to be 425, Corey? 425. Start at $400.
All right, so pretty exciting. We got the Robbie Roto. For some reason in my head, I feel like it went 800, 900 last auction, 550, good game. Actually pretty excited about it. I can't complain at all about it, working all the way. So I wanted to grab one of the Space Invaders almost entirely because we have one that the glass is shattered and there's some damage to the cabinet. So I was gonna build a nice one. They both went a little pricey for what we need since we do have a good working example. So I think the next thing we're interested in is gonna be once they get to the classic row and maybe this phone booth that videographer's standing in. So fun stuff coming. All right, so I had no idea what a phone booth was worth, and I had a lot of people say it's gonna be like $500, $600, and I didn't believe them at all. I thought we were gonna get for like 160, 80, I don't know. But it sold for $600, so we didn't buy it. I didn't have a good plan, and it looked big. So hopefully, maybe one day I'll buy another one, because I actually really wanted it, and now that I'm talking like this long, I'm like, why didn't I just buy it? But till next time, we're gonna use the phone booth.
I'm at down here, about 2, 3, I get it down 5. I'm at 455 now, 50. I'm at 500, I get it down here, 600, 5, 6, now 25. I'm at 600, I get it down here, 50.
Honestly, was just getting bored. Wanted to make a run at it. It's not the wide body. It's a Mario Brothers in a DK Jr. cabinet, so not exactly what we like to put out. We like to make sure it's the best, but it is a great classic Nintendo cab with a classic Nintendo game. We have extras. I just was getting antsy. Made a run at it. Didn't get it. No big deal.
mid, I'm getting that. Did you bid 8?
Yeah.
Because he didn't bid. That's what I said. I got you at 8.
We'll do 8.
Yeah.
I've got 8 with Corey.
I've been know you're out. It's 25. Sold it. $800.
103.
Yeah.
I guess next time we might do like my dad. This is going to do this.
Tons of gamesmanship going on right now. I've identified the owner, probably a couple of these. Again, I know every time I say that, someone will call me like, you were totally wrong, that wasn't the owner. I was definitely right on a couple of those. Ultimately, Gauntlet was the one that I was targeting the most, the Gauntlet Legends, just because it's in pretty good shape, and we have a ton of extra parts and a ton of extra units actually for that, and we need more. I've been on the track and field and the Excite Bike, kind of getting involved, trying to feel it out. I think they both went a little high. The Versus Excite Bike was a nice Nintendo cabinet, but Versus Excite Bike generally doesn't give you anything that you can't get in a PlayChoice 10 Excite Bike, and I've had a lot of people prefer that. So I think the Versus Excite Bike ended up going back to the owner of it. The Gauntlet, I got pretty excited about it and got it for less than some of the bids that happened. We'll see, but we got that one, and I think that the track and field, I'm glad I got out of there. I don't actually know what happened there.
Yeah, we're going to turn it back on, but I can't have them on now. Now 15. 15, now 16. All right, 15, now 15.
So guys, they're still active bidding on the Simpsons. I think Simpsons is in a good shape with the original controls, which that one is. The monitor's pretty bad on it, but that's probably a $1,500 unit. They're at $1,800 plus fees. It's the only one here, I think. The only 4-player Konami here, if I remember correctly, so it was gonna go high. We're always in the market for them. They're popular games, but we didn't really have to stretch. If the monitor was crisp, maybe we could go to $2 grand, but it wasn't, so we're out. I was interested for a little bit. We're overstocked. I think, like I said last time, I think $2,500 is a good price for these. But this one's in rougher shape than normal, and a lot of it's wood damage that would take a lot of carpentry work to fix. So I went ahead and backed out. I thought for a while I was going to go sub 1,000. I was going to be like talking to you all about what a great buy it was, but this one I think it's probably going for about what it's worth, especially after auction fees. So we backed out. We're going to go finish some lunch. Interesting action happening. $2,500 for Dragon's Lair 2. I think it was Dextered. Look Dextered. Maybe not the worst price. All right. So that was a 10-yard fight. We wouldn't really put it out, but it's one of those title games we don't have in the collection right now. They've passed through before. It's just not a really great game. Just kind of interesting for a title row. Before that, we had a Space Invaders Deluxe. I thought it was cool. We've bought those for $300, $200 pretty often. Space Invaders is cool to have because it's the grandfather of all arcade games. It was the kind of thing that started the video arcade revolution. So we like to have them in all the arcades. We like to buy them when they come up. That one just wasn't really the one for us this time. And before that, though, there was a $2,500 Dragon's Lair 2 that was, I think, Dextered. I think that's a little high price. Dragon's Lair 2, we have one in the collection. We've had it out before, and no one cared about playing it. So $2,500, that's a top end price for Dragon's Lair. Dragon's Lair 2.
Great home sale one. Now 500, now 75, now 7, now a quarter, now 750, now 775, now 8, now 825, now 850.
No.
825, 850, 825, 850. You want back in? You want back in, Corey?
Nah.
825, 850, 825, 850.
I was frustrated there. I kind of hit the guy. That's a $400 quality, probably Golden Sea. Maybe 500. I would have reached even, but the last probably 4 or 5 bids, I just felt like the guy was going to keep going, so I didn't want it. I was just going to make sure he kept going. So a little bit of frustration in the moment there coming out for me. Obviously, would have happily honored any bid and bought the game, but I don't know what the heck was going on there. We'll see what happens next time.
200. Yeah. 250. Now 3. 300. Now 50. Now 350. I'm the 300. Down 4. Down 4. Now 50. Now 450. I'm the 425. 425 and I'm sold at $400. 103.
Nice, more combat, down a little cut corner cabinet.
House on combat.
More combat. Down a little cut corner cabinet.
Now 440, now 4, now 50, now 5, 500. I've been 450, now 5, 4, now 450, 500. I've been 450, 475. 475, 460, sold at $460.
All right, so the Extreme Hunting had kind of a good monitor, good cabinet. I reached a little at 400. I really wish it was more like 300 for that, just to make sure I was good with the monitor. But $400, maybe we'll get something rolling. Mortal Kombat, I think it went for 460. It was an obvious conversion, 19-inch. I was trying to buy it kind of for the cabinet. It would have been a lot of work to deconvert it, and it was actually a decent conversion, just not really the cabinet you want to play that game on. So I was hoping to pay about $250, $300. It went for 460, so I bowed out. Lots more weird stuff coming, so I'm hoping to buy some more games soon.